welcome to the latest The Rubbish FPL Player channel. This video I'm going to talk about how my game week 29 went, the upcoming blanks and doubles, it's a bit clearer now, and my thoughts on game week 30, what I'm going to do. Game week 29 didn't go so well, 53 points, and the average of the whole game was 54. Had a 175k red arrow, which is a shame, not ideal. It was so I'm back down to 3.5 million overall rank. I'm just glad I'm not in the 4 million ranks back again. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. Not too long to go now, 9 weeks to go. This week I sold Haaland. I think I've got to take some risks and do something a bit different to many. And also Haaland hasn't been that great recently, and also there's this sort of fitness doubt. In the FA Cup this weekend, he wasn't even in the squad at all for City. So yeah, in the actual FPL, in the actual Premier League, he only scored 2 points, so I didn't miss out on any big points from him, which was good. Unfortunately, the players I got Ekatike in and Šeško in. Both of them only got 2 points each, so no, I didn't win anything, I didn't lose anything if you look at it that way, although I wasted transfers, probably. I think Ekatike, I think it'll still be good. Liverpool's fixtures coming up are good. They've got Spurs, Brighton, Fulham, Everton, and then Palace. So the next game against Spurs, the way Spurs are playing at the moment and their complete lack of confidence, that could be a good game for Ekatike. May even be a captain contender. I've got to think about that. Šeško, I'm not sure. It may be in a bit sort of United red goggles on. There is still, I don't think he's a first 11 100%. His scoring record in 2026 is really good. But all the goals have come when he's come on as a sub. So whether Carrot goes back to thinking he's more of a sub player, an impact player, I don't know. Coming up next for United, it's Villa, Bournemouth, Leeds, Chelsea, which is a bit mixed. Villa aren't that good recently. Bournemouth, that could go either way. Leeds is never going to be, on paper, United maybe should hardly beat Leeds, but a United Leeds game is always tough. And then it's Chelsea. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Recently, United haven't been playing too great. I think we're missing Dorgu and Martinez. The left side is a bit lacking for United, and Martinez, as well as being a good defender as well, you were missing his sort of his intensity, I think, and just his passing ability and just quick passes and breaking, yeah. So looking at the injury, when potentially they could be back, apparently Martinez and Mount may be back next week, so game week 30. So that'll, although I'm not likely to bring Martinez in, that'll be good for United overall. Dorgu apparently could be back the game week 31, so the 20th of March weekend. We will see. Looking at sort of relating to blanks and doubles, obviously it was the FA Cup this weekend, and City and Palace were already likely to blank. Now that City have beaten Newcastle, it's even more likely. It's not 100%, but it is very likely. So yeah, that'll be Arsenal, Wolves, City, Palace blanking in 31. It's a decent chance those 4 teams will be blanking. We'll see. The only thing is that could change things is if City and Palace get now knocked out of the respective European competitions, there is a chance, but we'll see. So at the moment, based on the FA Cup results, it looks like for game week 34 could be a pretty big blank game week. And then game week 33, the week before, could be a big double game week when fixtures are played and they're moved about, etc. Yeah. So as it stands, I think, for me anyway, it'll be free hit 34, bench boost 33. I don't have the triple captain or the wild card. Now the quarter-final draw for the FA Cup will be Monday, tomorrow as I record this. So there is a chance we may get better ideas of who's playing who. We will know who plays who, but rather an idea of who may get further into the FA Cup to the semi-final, and then obviously they will then blank in 34. But as it stands now, there's only 3 games. Well, there will be 4 games that is 100% confirmed for game week 34 because they're all out of the FA Cup. So Sunderland Forest is 100% happening, Fulham Villa is 100% happening, and Wolves Spurs, which we already knew about, that was 100% happening. Now there will be another one, because West Ham are playing Brentford tomorrow. So obviously one of them will lose, and if they lose, then they're free to play in game week 34 because they won't be in the FA Cup. So it's going to be either United and Brentford could happen, or West Ham against Everton could happen. We won't know until after that game. West Ham play Brentford tomorrow. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Whether that will change things or not, I don't know. I think if it was if United game was happening, then you could triple up on United players. You get Bruno 100%, although a lot of people have him. And then I don't know who else would you go for? And Mbumo probably, and then either Cunha or maybe Šeško. We'll see. If the West Ham Everton game happens, I think the only thing off the top of my head, I'd probably want Bowen in, and maybe Tarkowski for Everton. But we'll see. I'll have to think about that when we know 100%. Well, not 100%, but who's out of the FA Cup and what could happen. So going on to my game week 30 plans and thoughts. Unfortunately, I've got a number of players who are looking. I've got flagged or or flagged. So there's looking at my team. There's Ralph's he's got the Sunderland keeper. He's got a minor hamstring injury. That's apparently 2 to 3 weeks out. But I've got the Pravka of 100%. The Pravka doesn't get himself injured, so I'm just going to play him. Wilson is a doubt. He missed the last Premier. He missed game week 29. He missed this weekend the FA Cup game against Southampton. Latest as I've seen, apparently he is sort of on the grass training, and apparently we'll probably have some news on Saturday. Hopefully we get some news a bit before then. I'm not sure when the press conferences will be for Fulham, because they play on Sunday, and the deadline is on Saturday 1:30. So whether we get some news or not, we'll see. Another player who is a doubt in my team is Munoz. He's got a shoulder injury apparently. He's flagged in the game that there's 75% chance of playing. He only played 13 minutes against Spurs. So yeah. So and I've still got Mukele. He's been unavailable for a bit. He's down. There's 50% chance of playing. So there is a chance if everyone who is flagged doesn't play, I'll have no one on the bench who's available. Not ideal. So hopefully you get some good news from press conferences. Even if one of those players is back, then that'll be good. So I've only got one free transfer, so ideally don't use any of those transfers. Build up some transfers, and obviously with the various blanks and doubles coming up, and since I don't have a wild card, I'm going to need as many free transfers as I can to sort of maximise things like the double game week. If I do make a transfer for any of the non-flag players, say if everyone's available, I think everyone will probably get another game week. I'm not liking having Morgan Rogers in my team. He's not done much recently. But looking at his fixtures, well, he's playing United next, which on paper isn't a good game, but there's always a chance of scoring against United. Then it's West Ham, Forest, Sunderland, Fulham, which is a pretty good run. But he's blanked in 4 games in a row now, so yeah, it's not great. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier on, Šeško, whether he's even going to start now, that was maybe a mistake. And Palmer, whether he's actually worth the money. He did get 9 points against Villa in last game, which that was good. But he's always got the possibility of getting really good points. So I think, obviously looking, he got 20 points against Wolves, he got 12 against Leeds. So whether it's better value for money, we'll see, or whether there's going to be this chance of him not starting some games, I don't know. But going back to if I was to bring someone in, Elliot Anderson is looking great. He's only blanked once in the last 9 games, and his fixtures coming up will be Fulham, Spurs, Villa and Burnley next, so some good fixtures there. Yeah, so those are my thoughts for game week 30 and about blanks and doubles and how my game week 29 went. But anyway, there's actually plenty of time until the next game week, so well, things will change. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you could like, comment, subscribe, etc., that'd be fantastic. And hopefully green arrows for game week 30. Thanks, bye.